In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork and welcome to our review of the Logitech G502 Proteus Core. This is the first tunable gaming mouse and I'll get to that in a second. Now this thing retails for $79.99. It's right here in front of us. We've been using it for a bit. They announced it about roughly about 2 weeks ago, right before PAX East. It's the packaging here. It's got 11 programmable buttons on here, and you've also got additional weights. So let's take a look. Let's take a good look at the G502 with its Proteus Core. So the first thing, these are two things that come with the package: the mouse itself, and then you've got your weights. And the weights come in this very thin, simple packaging here. These are the weights right there. You can place them, and I'll show you in a second. Actually, just set that aside. The weights are placed below underneath, and you open that up. It's got a magnet door, so basically you don't need to lock or clip, and you can add the weights whichever way you feel. And I actually do need to add some more weight to this. It's feeling a little light there for me. I was doing some gaming, and you can really fit it any way you choose, how you want to do that. Now these weights, it's about 3.6 grams in weights in total that you can add to this. You can see you can put it whichever way you want. Actually, no, I'll just add that one more, and that's it, and close it up. So you have that here. Now of course it's got onboard memory, and you also can use system memory. Now we mentioned it's got 11 programmable buttons here. You've got the hyperspeed scroll, which you can turn on and off. And basically I'm just going to do this and continue. You see it just keeps spinning, which is pretty nice. Programmable buttons for your left and right, clickable in the center, programmable buttons all the way, all around. So you've got buttons. So they actually number G4, G5 buttons, G7, this is G8, I believe it's G1 and 2, and this is G9, 10, 11. Yeah, so you have those buttons right there. Pretty cool. You've got braided cables for this. And now the tunable part is where most people are wondering, well, what does that mean? So we're going to go into the software and show you more of that. But what it means is you can actually tune this mouse to match any type of surface, whether it's this table, whether it's the cloth, or even the box. In this box, I can tune the mouse to work with it. It's got the Proteus Core helps that very well, and it's where you can force low high DPI shifts from 5 DPI settings, which you can actually do manually. So you can actually change your DPIs, of course, directly off the buttons from 200 DPI to 12,000. But let's go ahead and take a look at the software and check that out. All right, so we have our G502 software up. The first thing you can do right off the bat is you can actually do automatic game detection, and this will actually search your system for games and give you the custom layouts for those games. Or if you have onboard memory, some things have been saved, taken to a friend's house or game competition, you can actually also use that too. Now the onboard game memory also works for the surface tuning too, just to let you know. In here you can go ahead and of course customize your different profiles. Your 3 profiles, you can restore the profiles, you can do all that if you want to, and then of course you do have your general settings here for what you need to do within the mouse. Very simple process altogether on here, and you can switch between game and your memory. Now if I do game memory, it looks like game software, so it basically automatically detected the software I had, which included Titanfall, Batman Arkham Origins, as well as Bioshock. So you can do that, and I can also do all custom commands. I can also do custom commands for text if I choose, assign a new command, do text blocks, multi-keys, mouse functions, media, things like that. So all that can be set up, which is pretty cool and simple. But the surface tuning is what we really want to talk about here. So you can see here we have our 2 presets. We have the G40 hard mouse pad, which is what I'm using right now. It's a pretty cool pad, and the G440 is what I'm using. The G240 is the cloth, and you can use that. But the cool thing, like I said, is you can change the presets from the surface to scroll on the basically the table, which it's not scrolling right now, or we can do it on the box here. So let's actually set it for our table head and add a new surface, and let's do table. So we have table, we're going to hit tune, and basically we have to place the mouse on the surface intended to use, then push and hold the left mouse button. Move the mouse continuously while holding the left button in the figure 8 pattern. Watch the speedometer move. So we're going to take our mouse pad off here. We're going to push this. There we go. And we're going to do a figure 8. And it's tuning basically to match the table for us. Alright, release, and it's tuned. And now we have it's analyzing, and we have our mouse basically ready to use on the table. And you can see on the table it's just moving fine. I can game with this. I have no issues here. So it's now tuned for my table. And then it still will work here, but it's going to be, look, it's going to feel very different, very fast in comparison to this. So I can go ahead here and apply this, and I'm going to hit enter to apply, and switch, and I'm back to my presets here, the G40, which is great. Alright, so that's pretty much it. That is the G502. It's a solid, very, very, very solid gaming mouse that works very well. I love the programmable, the tuning. I also love the fact that you can add weights, but it doesn't really feel too heavy. It just feels, it feels right. It feels very good. So if you guys have any questions or any comments about this mouse, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. It's all Booredatwork with 2 O's. So this is Thunder E saying thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment.